How's that looking? It looks good. Good. All right. We have Mrs. Rose. All right. Oh yeah. We got 2.5 minutes. Yeah. What's that? Oh, is that not what we? Carolyn Hirsch. Well, I will put her on right now. Yes. All right. Perfect. Yeah. All right. Everyone got so quiet already. What a well-behaved congregation we have tonight. What's happening here? All right. Well, Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
So glad you are here on this, what is our fourth Friday, which is our more traditional Shabbat, and it's also our new member Shabbat. So we are going to welcome some of the new members who have joined throughout this year. Bobby, how many families joined throughout the past year ish?
We had over 20 families.
That's great. So the ones of you who are here who are new families this year, you count as double because you showed up also. So thank you for that. We're going to begin our service by singing Hine ma tov u'manayim shavet achim gam yachad. How good it is that we can dwell together. Let's join together in singing.
Hine ma tov u'manayim shavet achim gam yachad.
Hine ma tov u'manayim shavet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov shavet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov shavet achim gam yahad. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yahad. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yahad. Hine ma tov, hine ma tov. Ya la 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 la. Hine ma tov, hine ma tov. Ya la 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 la. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yahad. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yahad. We're going to turn to our candle lighting. And I want to ask, does anybody want to volunteer to light the candles? You don't have to do the blessing. We'll all do that together, but just the act. How about any adults want to light the candles? Not that you guys, I'm sure, are great at it. Anyone want to light the other candles? Everyone will have a chance to light in a little bit. But anybody want to light the Shabbat candles? Okay, Betty, thank you. And you can see the blessing is up there. We'll all do the blessing together. And while we're guarding these candles from the air conditioning here for a moment until they catch, we can join together in doing the blessing. Baruch atah Adonai
Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner, lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
I don't know why we didn't think of this a long time ago here. Let's see if this will sit up there. There we go. Yes. Okay. I can just throw it on there so perfect. Thank you. You didn't know that was going to be so wrought. Thank you very much, Betty. It's nice to have one of our founding members help us light the candles on new member Shabbat. That's really nice. Let's read this together on page 27 or up here on the screen. Teach me, O God, a blessing, a prayer on the mystery of a withered leaf, on ripened fruit so fair, on the freedom to see, to sense, to breathe, to know, to hope, to despair. Teach my lips a blessing, a hymn of praise, as each morning and night you renew your days, lest my day be today as the one before, lest routine set my ways. We're going to turn to sing L'Chadodi as we welcome in Shabbat, and as we get to that last verse, Erev Shalom, we're going to face the entrance to the room and welcome the Shabbat bride, but first, we'll join together in singing. L'Chadodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. 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 Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, Yishmi'anu el shemo echad, l'shem u'tiferet v'litchila la 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 l'chadodi, likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekavela, l'chadodi, likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekavela, likrat Shabbat, l'chuvanelcha, ki mekor haberacha, mirosh mikadem nesucha, sof ma'aseh b'mashtavat tchila la 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 l'chadodi, likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekavela, l'chadodi, likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekavela. Hitoreri, kiva orech kumi ori, uri, shir daberi, kavod alayich, la 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 chadodi, likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekavela, l'chadodi, likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekav. We'll invite you to please rise if you are able. Shalom, ateret bala, gam b'simcha, u'v'tzola, tov emunei ha'segula, bo'ichala. L'chadodi, likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekavela, l'chadodi, likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekavela, l'chadodi, likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekavela, l'chadodi, likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekavela. Well, why don't we keep celebrating Shabbat? I see everyone's quick to sit down, but why don't we stay standing for a moment as we're going to do the Baruch Hu together on page 28. But if you need a break, you can always sit. Be seated. Let's read together here on the screen or on page 30. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which the time and seasons glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim. Amen. And we can read this in Hebrew, and then we'll do the English after that. Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, amcha ahavta, Torah mitzvot chukim u'mishpatim otanu lemadata. Al ken Adonai Eloheinu b'shochbenu uvkumenu na'asiach bechukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratcha u'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed. Ki hem chayenu v'orech yamenu uvahem negei yomam v'layla, v'ahavatecha al tasir mimenu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. As you taught Torah to those whose names I bear, teach me Torah too. Its mystery beckons, yet I struggle with its truth. You meant Torah for me. Did you mean the struggle for me too? Don't let me struggle alone. Help me to understand, to be wise, to listen, to know. Lead me into the mystery. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. We'll continue in the singing of Shema, and we'll invite you, if you're able, to please rise. And we're going to do the English V'ahavta from Debbie Friedman after that. Be seated. And you shall love Adonai, your God, with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. And all these words which I command you on this day shall be in your heart, shall be in your heart, and you shall teach them diligently unto your children, and you shall speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, and when you rise up, and when you lie down, and when you lie down, and you shall bind them for a sign upon your hand, and they shall be for frontlets between your eyes, and you shall write them on the doorposts of your house and upon your gates, upon your gates, that you may remember and do all of my commandments, and be holy unto your God. Thank you to Peyton and Riley and Olivia for making up hand motions to that as we were going. That was fun to see for me. Next time we'll have you guys on the bima for that, so that'll be great. In just a moment, we're going to turn to the Michamocha, and we want to ask if anyone has anything for which you are grateful on this Shabbat, that you could share it with our congregation. Anybody have a simcha? And I see we have a couple up front here. Okay.
My little sister that's on the way.
Oh, that's exciting stuff.
My family and friends.
Love it.
That I get to be here with my family in Ohio visiting.
So glad to have you here.
That Hayden and Marley started school, and Hayden started Columbus Jewish Day School Monday.
That's awesome.
My family and I just returned a couple weeks ago from Poland from a Jewish heritage tour, so it was really neat. Yes.
That's great. Anybody else? Okay, Brian, we're coming over to you. All right.
We actually have two. The first one is this week we will celebrate 20 years of marriage. We were married right here on this spot.
And I was accepted into the master's program at OSU for the study of law.
Double mitzvah right there. That's terrific. All right. Eugene.
My great-grandson started kindergarten.
Crazy. Thanks for sharing that, Gino. All right. Yes, over here, more smachot.
This week we celebrated our 35th wedding anniversary.
Man, mazel tov. That is terrific. That's great. Congratulations to the two of you. Anybody else? These are wonderful smachot. Let me look and see if anybody online is saying anything. Well, at least anything positive. I think Melody is saying thankful for our Jewish community, which is really, really lovely, for all of those wonderful smachot and others that we are maybe thinking about but didn't want to share. And Yevgenia is thankful for friends like Melody. That's really, really lovely. Let's join together in singing Mi Chamocha. You can find that on page 40 or up here on the screens.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai. Mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai. Mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh. Nora tehillah, Osef Elen. Nora tehillah, Osef Elen. Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Ya la la, ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la.
We're going to continue in singing with Vishamru. You can find that on page 44 or here as we rejoice in the celebration of Shabbat.
Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ וביום השביעי שבת וינפש.
Offering some words of welcome is our illustrious president of the congregation, Josh Zeidman, is going to just give you a couple of words of welcome.
Illustrious.
Illustrious.
Shabbat Shalom. Welcome, old members, new members. It's great to see you. We had a board meeting earlier this week, and we all started by just, I think, sitting there for a couple seconds, breathing. We're back to school, right? And it's a warm time of year and a time when we get really busy thinking about, the temple after maybe taking a summer vacation or two. And so such a great time with the new year rapidly approaching. Wanted to give you, a couple words as we think about and welcome our new members. Whether you're online or you're here in spirit, we are a growing community, and it's very humbling, and it's great to see. For those that are new, you are joining a community that is warm, that is welcoming, that is focused on Jewish learning, that is dedicated to supporting Israel, and like I said, that is growing. You are joining a community that is young on the scale of temple life, formed in 77, and only on our second rabbi, which hopefully will stay that way for many years to come. And that's very cool. You are joining a community that is led by wonderful people, both on the clergy, on the board, on the staff, volunteers, lay leaders. And you're joining, lastly, a community that is strategically focused on today's needs and tomorrow's needs in many facets of what it means to be a temple member. We are led by our people. We seemingly have been since our founding, and it's continuing to be that way. We are who we are because of new members and old members, and very excited to get to meet more of you and see you over the high holidays that are rapidly approaching. That's really it. Shabbat Shalom. Thanks. Yep.
Thank you. Did you have to say rapidly, so menacingly? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I want to mention as we are welcoming new members that I think we have two founding members in this room right now. We have Betty Hirsch, who lit the candles over there, and we have Bebet Feibel here in the third row over here. And how cool is it that we have founding members and people who just joined within the past year in the same room at the same service? I think that is a really beautiful aspect of our congregation and really, really cool. Well, we're going to turn to the Amidah, and we'll invite you, if you are able, to please rise as we chant together Adonai Sifatai and then our blessings together. We're on page 46 if you have a Siddur. Otherwise, you can look up here at the screen.
Adonai Sifatai tiftachu fi Tehillah. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'hanara El Elyon Gomel chasadim tovim v'konei hakol v'zoher hasdei avot v'imahot umevi geula livnei v'neihem lema'an shemo b'ahava melech ozer Moshiach u'magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah Atah gibor le'olam Adonai Mechayei hakol atah rav lehoshia Mechakel chayim bechesed Mechayei hakol berachamim rabim Sahamei kanoflim verofei holim Umatir asurim Umekayem emunato Lishenei afar Michamocha ba'al givurot Umidom melach Melech meimi Umechayeh Umatzmiach Yeshua V'ne'eman atah chayot hakol Baruch atah Adonai Mechayeh hakol Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh Ukedoshim b'chol yom Yahalelucha Selah Baruch atah Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh. Amen. You may be seated and take a few moments for some silent prayer, personal meditation. You can use these words here, which come from the prayer Elohai Nitzor, or you can use the words in your Siddur, in your prayer book on pages 54 through 60, or whatever words are in your heart on this Shabbat evening. Shalom bimromav, uyaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom. Shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom. Shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom. Shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom. Shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom. Shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. Well, Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
As I am starting to put together stories and sermons for the High Holy Days, this week I came across a story of a famous Jewish scientist named Dr. Jonas Salk. You are likely familiar with this story, but there is a lesser-known aspect of it that speaks to this moment. In the early 1950s, if you don't know, polio was one of the most feared diseases in the world. Parents lived in dread every summer, not knowing if their children would be the next to fall ill. In the United States alone, polio paralyzed or killed over 15,000 people every year, many of them children. Swimming pools were closed, movie theaters shut down, people desperate for a cure. Enter Dr. Jonas Salk, a young physician and researcher. After years of painstaking work with his team, he announced in 1955 that he had developed the first safe and effective vaccine for polio. It was a moment of worldwide relief and finally of hope. Soon after the announcement, a television interviewer asked Salk who would hold the patent to his breakthrough, a patent that could have made him one of the most wealthy men in the world. Salk looked almost puzzled by the question. I think it was Edward or Morrow. He looked puzzled by the question, and he replied, "Well, the people are the ones that are going to hold the patent, I would say. There is no patent. Can you patent the sun?" he asked. That choice, not to claim the vaccine as his own property, but give it freely to humanity, meant that millions of doses could be produced quickly and at low cost and distributed around the globe. Within a few decades, polio was nearly eradicated. One man's decision, one act of generosity, tipped the scales for the entire world. One person helped change everything. In this week's Torah portion, which is called Re'eh, we are reminded of the blessings that await the Israelites if they follow God's path and are decent to one another, and the curses that await them if they go astray. While the blessings are plentiful and the curses are, shall we say, not so great, the big idea that the Israelites are reminded of here is that each of them, and in turn, each of us, has the power to choose the path of blessing or curse. And it's not a choice we just make one time and we're done. It's a choice that we make every single day, perhaps every moment of every single day. As human beings, we have the power to make choices that shape our lives, even when it feels like there is so much that is out of control and the world is spinning around us, spinning out of control around us. There's a powerful teaching in the Talmud that says all of humanity's good deeds and moral failures are in exact balance at all times. Think of a giant scale of justice, like you would see in a courtroom, and it is completely balanced equally on both sides. Our tradition argues that the future of the goodness of the world is dependent on there being one more good deed than bad deed in our world. For our world to continue, the scale has to be tipped ever so slightly to the good, according to the ancient rabbis. So we learn in this section of the Talmud that even one good deed on our part can tip the scale and thereby save the world. That good deed that we do, the kindness that we bestow when perhaps no one is watching, that extra moment we take to help one another, that moment of goodness we enact when we pay for someone's coffee in line behind us or go out of our way to help someone or check in on someone who's ill. According to tradition, these small but meaningful acts are what keep our world in balance. And even one good deed, even one moment of kindness, one act of generosity can tip the scale and save the world. That is how powerful even our smallest choices can be. There's a beautiful old story that in a mountain village in Europe many centuries ago, there was a leader who wondered what legacy he might be able to leave for his townspeople. He decided at last that he would build them a synagogue. No one saw the plans for the building until it was finished. No architects like we have today. When the people came for their very first time, they marveled at the beauty of the place and the completeness of it. And then somebody said, "But wait, where are the lamps? How will this space be lit?" The leader pointed at brackets which were all over the synagogue through the walls. Then he gave each family a lamp which they would bring with them each time they came to the synagogue. He said, "Whenever you gather here at the synagogue, each family, each person brings with them their own special light. And for our synagogue and our community to be at our best, we need the beauty of each individual's unique, beautiful, and bright light. The synagogue building is beautiful and important, but it's the people who bring light into the space. Only when we are together as a community can we cast out darkness. Each of us brings our own unique light, our own unique blessing, our own ability to, even in the smallest way, tip the scale toward good. This story is a living metaphor for what the Torah and the Talmud are teaching us. Every single choice matters. Every single light is needed. The blessing of our community, the goodness of our world depend on each of us choosing blessings, tipping the scale towards goodness, bringing our own unique light into this room. So tonight, as we welcome our new members and embrace our community, we welcome the truth that this temple is beautiful, not just because of these lovely yellowish walls around us here, or our stunning windowed ark, or the beautiful 10 commandment windows, or even our Ner Tamid. It is beautiful because of the light that each of us brings when we enter the place. The light of our blessings, the light of our presence, the light of our souls. So in a moment, we thought it would be nice to represent that with these lights that are on the table. I'm going to invite every single person who is present, if you are up for that, to come up and light a candle on this table, kind of demonstrating that each of our unique lights can brighten our space. We each bring our special light, and together our lights fill our sacred space with blessings. So we'll invite you to do that. Gail and Nate are going to play some music while we do that. There are matches there. I'm going to turn down the electric lights so we can really see the beauty of our lights here. And let's take a moment. Anyone who wants to come up and light a candle. And if we run out of candles, we have more.
Let us light these lights and see the way to you, and let us say Amen. Oh, hear my prayer, I sing to you. Be gracious to the ones I love, and bless them with goodness and mercy and peace. Oh, hear my prayer to you. Let us light these lights and see the way to you, and let us say Amen. Let us light these lights and see the way
Why don't we take a moment and just look at these lights here, and I love that idea that each light is unique. Each light flickers a little bit differently, and God willing, these lights will continue to enliven this congregation and the entire Jewish community for many years to come. We're going to turn in a moment, and you who are online, I know that you weren't able to see those. I'm sorry for that, but here come the candles now. Hopefully, you can see those shining there. We're going to turn to the Mishaberach Lecholim, the prayer for those who are in need of healing. We have a big list of folks here who are in need of healing of body or of spirit, and we're going to leave the lights low for a few moments while we do this prayer. I'm going to read this list, and then if you have names to add, we'd love to hear those after that. On this Shabbat, we are thinking of healing for Zaini Abdullahi, Rabbi Jonathan Adler, Jonathan Egan, Sarah Bates, Margie Block, Ron Bragg, Lindsay Brilson, Marge Serrani, Keith Clark, Bruce Cohn, Stephen Cohn, Ella Dubrow, Sam Edelman, Carrie Eschler, Babette Feibel, Marilyn Friedman, Lily Galvin, Alan Goldberg, Tina Goodman, Josh Golden. We're thinking of Lev Heschel, Ben Batami Yaakov. Thinking of Debbie Hildebrandt, Rich Holsinger, Eliana Kubler, Beth Jasalowitz, Dan Lang, Mary Luckton, Kathy Matthews, Mary McDonough, Minna Melton, Nechama Michaela Bat Shena Chava V'chunan Gedalia, Brian Mason, Phyllis Miles, Naomi Miller, Sarah Morris, Frank Murdarko, David Paragas, Lisa Pena, Jeremy Phelan, Ian Phillips, Rashi Prostowski, Jessica Rathkoff, Joe Reif, and Aidan Riggle, Willow Rorba, Emma Rose, Ross Rosenberg, Maya Rossio, we're thinking of Ralph Sauer, Randy Schultz, Rita Sella, Yafa Schnitzer, Aliza Sinkinson, Andy Storer, Rachel Vieira, Jerry Young, and Ozzy Zimmer. Are there names of other folks who are in need of healing? We can start over here. Thanks. Thank you. Any other names over here? Thanks, Frida. Any other names for healing? And we say, Baruch atah Adonai Rofeh HaCholim, blessed are you, God, who sends strength and healing when we most need it. Let's join together in singing Mishaberach. We'll invite you, if you're able, to please rise as we join together in singing Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, latet gedula leotzeh bereshit, shelo asana k'yeh ha'aratzot, velo sama
banu kamishpachot ha'adama shelo sam chelkenu kahem v'gor aleinu kehol hamonam v'anachnu korim u'mishlachavim u'modim lifnei melech malchei hamachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bayom hahu Yihya Adonai Echad U'shemo Echad.
However brief may be our time on earth, O God, you endow those fleeting days with abiding worth. We recall the loved ones whom death has recently taken from us. We are thinking on this Shabbat of Sandy Katz, and we are holding her in our heart. And we remember those who died at this season in years past, and we take them into our hearts with our own as well. On this Shabbat, we are lovingly remembering the yahrzeits of Rabbi Milton Alpert, Louis Becker, Robert Benson, Phil Colangelo, Mitchell Goodman, Carolyn Hirsch, Raymond Carlsberger, Joan Rab Lippy, Daniel Lippy, Saul Luckton, Esta Ludwig, Herbert Margolis, Harry Monroe, Myron Moss, Hazel Norris, Dora Rabb, Robert Allen Sapadin, Sylvia Schneider, Fanny Singer, Cyril Smilak, and Ada Wilson. I ask, are there other names of folks who we are remembering on this Shabbat? On their behalf and on behalf of all those who have no one to say Kaddish for them, we're going to turn to the Kaddish Yatom. You can find that on the screen here on page 294, 294. Yikadal v'yikadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divrach hirutei v'amlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyamechon uvchaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'izman kari v'imru amen. Yehi shmei rabbah mevarach le'alam u'lalmei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, Vit hadar vitale vitalal shemei kudasham barichu le'ela minkol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechamata damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehesh laba rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Osei shalom b'imromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael Vimru, amen. May God, who sends peace and comfort to all who mourn among us, send peace to the entire world. And together we say, amen. You may be seated. We are also lovingly remembering Amnon Benjamin. May his memory be for a blessing. We have a few announcements here at the end of our service, and I'm not sure who is giving the, oh, it's the president again. Still illustrious.
Tell my wife you called me that.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Great.
Just a couple announcements today. TBS Fest is this Sunday, one of our favorite fests of the year. So please come. If you haven't RSVP'd, please do so. We're going to have bounce houses, tons of food, Grater's ice cream, face paint, magic, outdoor and indoor activities, yes, all kinds of fun stuff for people of all ages. Switching gears, adult education. Please join us Thursday at 12 for Lunch Bunch on the current news on Israel with Professor Don Sylvan. Lastly, high holidays are 1 month away. Sounds like we've already been preparing sermons and everything. Join us for special Slichot program Friday, September 12th, 6 p.m. as we prepare for the new year. Join us afterwards for Oneg, wonderfully sponsored by the Herman family, and Kitty's Cakes on the mezzanine out there. So Shabbat Shalom again. Thank you.
Shabbat Shalom.
Also, if you did join within the past year, please see us again in the mezzanine for a special meeting. Thank you.
Okay, Special gift. Oh, can't wait to know what that is. Yeah, extra oneg food. It came from the more recent freezer. That's what. All right, we are going to. I'm just kidding. The oneg is fresh, donated by kiddies. So thank you. All right, we are going to do. Let's do Kiddush and Motzi, and then we'll do our closing song. And anybody want to do Kiddush? The Kiddush cup is quite full here. Anyone wanna? And I'm not sure. Any adults again? Anybody want to? Any takers? Sure. Yes, David. Thank you. All right. Got it. Okay. Well, we'll do the blessing together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei kari hakafim l'chaim. Okay. Thank you. Don't get burned on the way down there. And then you guys want to help me? Any kids, come on over. Why don't you come around so you don't get burned by these candles here? Watch the fire. Watch the fire. Come on. Zalman, Adina, Miriam, we need you guys. Hold on one sec. Not quite yet. Get those hands up. Hold on. I'm so glad. Here, let me move out of the way. Why don't you guys all kind of pull this together? And, all right. And let's join together in the blessing. Before you tear any off, that's a lot of hands on there. That's real gross. That's okay. Okay. It's so gross. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. You got anybody want some challah? You can come and grab some here. Okay, that is abusive. Okay. All right, our last song is going to be Ojavo Shalom Aleinu. And after you guys get that challah, you want to bring it, pass it around, see if anybody else wants some? Perfect. Okay, that's nice. Okay. All right, I'll let whatever happens over there that's cool. Let's join together. Ojavo Shalom Aleinu. May there be a time when there is peace among us, among the entire world. Together we'll sing. Ojavo Shalom Aleinu. Ojavo Shalom Aleinu.
Ojavo Shalom Aleinu. Be'al kulam. Ojavo Shalom Aleinu. Ojavo Shalom Aleinu. Ojavo Shalom Aleinu. Be'al kulam. Salam Aleinu be'al kulam. Salam, salam, salam Aleinu be'al kulam. Salam, salam. Ojavo Shalom Aleinu. Ojavo Shalom Aleinu. Ojavo Shalom Aleinu. Be'al kulam. Ojavo Shalom Aleinu. Ojavo Shalom Aleinu. Ojavo Shalom Aleinu. Be'al kulam.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
Join us for some oneg.
Ba-na-na-na.